3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is an official channel update, and the only reason you didn't get vocals last time was because I had accidentally muted my microphone and didn't realize it. I thought it had busted. Again, I've gone like through 3 headsets since the last time I recorded. But here's the update for the channel, my goals for it moving forward, as well as what's going on in my personal life. Just a brief window, nothing too intimate. About a week and a half ago, step-grandmother I've been helping take care of for about 10 years, she passed away the Sunday night of Comic-Con, actually. So I had been home that whole time. She had been at the hospice center, and they couldn't move her for fear it would kill her. So it's not like I could have been there for her. That having been the case, there's nothing holding me to my parents' house anymore. I was willing to put myself back to square one numerous times just to make sure I was there to help out, and now that that isn't a factor and she's not around anymore, it'll be really easy to move forward. I am still emotionally reeling to an extent, but due to the circumstances that this entire house is actually currently under, I know I'm umming a lot, don't mind that, but according to basically the way things are now, I need to move out as soon as I can, and I need to be making halfway decent amount of money by then, so my work hours will be increasing. But once I get out on my own, I should be able to do that. I should be able to take care of that. I should be able to get back to recording here. I should be able to do pretty much anything I need to do or want to do. I'm not entirely certain I can do audio commentary as I once did. I might try recording something today, because I have some time today. Nobody else is home, nobody's gonna think I'm talking to somebody on the phone, and even if they did, I could definitely tell them I've been waiting on calls for apartment buildings, so we'll see how that works out. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I need to be making more than I'm currently making in order to move out on my own, but if I can work that out, then I'll be able to record more often, and if I can record more often, I can get back to things like Let's Live Morrowind, which I was recording like for 15 minutes daily. Like every day I was putting it out, I would record 15 minutes of it and then put it out, because it was really quick, really easy, really simple, just playing through Morrowind as I play through it, in character. As for Sudeki, which is what the thumbnail was that I used for the last update video, and I'll probably reuse it for this just for the sake of it, I'm going to warn you guys, it'll be the first M-rated game on my channel, and most of that is for the really cartoonish blood spurts, because back in the day, turning into a cloud of blood and falling as one of those cartoony lamb chop kind of, shapes, the giant leg roast, back then that was pretty hardcore stuff, and it still looks pretty hardcore, to be fair. It's a pretty intense game, as far as the narrative and how far they take it in, but for the most part, it is an immensely fun game. I have some problems with it, not running it or anything, but as a game, but I'll bring those up, should I ever do a proper commentary on it. As for Path of Radiance, which I was streaming and recording as part of leading up to Fates, I wanted to get back onto that playthrough and finish it for the channel. But when I was trying to get a bigger memory card for my GameCube, that data got corrupted, so I'm basically going to have to start that playthrough from scratch if I want to redo it on this channel. And since I'm currently looking into getting a very, very cheap Nintendo Wii from my stepbrother, I might eventually one day sink in the nearly $100 to get Radiant Dawn, because that is apparently the most in-demand Fire Emblem game of all time. And even then, the prospect of playing through it is not entirely enticing to me, because that is a very long game. That is like a scary long game. But you get a whole lot of advantages if you have a completed Path of Radiance playthrough, at least to anybody you were using. Of course, both runs will be a no backsies run. So basically, I'll just be going through, and if in fact, I was gonna start a whole new series depending on how Path of Radiance went, where the entire intention is to you hear about hardcore mode this, Nuzlocke that. Basically, think the Pokemon equivalent of Nuzlocke for Fire Emblem, just going until, going without restarts all the way to the end of the game, and if I happen to get a game over, then that particular run ended there. Think of it as one of many possible universes that unfolded. And I was planning on doing that for the Fire Emblem games. I was even considering, again, depending on how Path of Radiance went, if I wanted to pick that back up, or if I just want to do what I'm talking about now. I was thinking of either the very first Fire Emblem for the NES, and starting there, or starting it on Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, which is a DS remake of the first. As with my Pokemon series, I'm thinking I'm going to start with the originals and just work my way up. That is the intention. I am going to be doing Pokemon Gold. I have played the crap out of Pokemon Gold, so there's going to be a little bit of a curveball there. As for Let's Live Morrowind, I do want to get back to that at some point. It is a thing I'm actively trying to find the time of when and how to record, but the end game is that I found a mod that allows me to increase the visual quality of Morrowind. And I think that's pretty much the extent of it. It provides some new scenery, provides prettier looks, better lighting, more detailed textures, and I'm hoping that by playing through it in that way, I can do really well with that. The original plan when I stopped Let's Live Morrowind was I was looking into getting Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and doing a mod called Morroblivion. But I think we'll do Morroblivion on its own. Should I ever clear Let's Live Morrowind to my happiest extent, and we start Let's Live Oblivion. And then afterward, after I've gone through all the DLC, because I have the Game of the Year edition on Steam, after I go through all the DLC and am finished with Oblivion, we'll move on to Let's Live Skyrim. Expect these things to run into the hundreds of parts, though, so you know what? I might do that. I might make it like a legitimate year, just like 365 episodes, and wherever I'm at 365, we'll just move right along to the next one. And we'll see how it goes from there, because some of these games have more content than others, namely Morrowind. My god, Morrowind, I could probably go on to episode 700 of Morrowind, based on all the things I know just roughly about it, let alone all the stuff I've never even touched. But yeah, that's the end game for this channel, is I'm going through a difficult time right now, but if all goes to plan, I should be getting this channel up and running again within the year, hopefully. Alright, have a good day.